Yes, hello everyone. My name is Stephen Wilson. So I'm a senior principal analyst in the team at Omdia. So I'm looking at the broadband access market and looking at the evolving technology trends there. Yes, it's obviously very clear that we've seen explosive growth in the use of AI applications, and that has a number of implications on the network. So in the first instance, of course, there's the potential for vast waves of AI-related traffic, lots of data required for AI training and inference. So that puts a need for greater bandwidth in the network. There's also a question around latency. So many AI-related applications could have stringent latency requirements. I'm thinking of things here like industrial robotics, where maybe millisecond latency is required. I think as well, as AI develops, we're thinking about the need for network slicing, meaning you might want to partition resources and have a dedicated slice, say, for AI training and inference data. And you might also want to control the paths that data can take across the network as well. And then finally, there are opportunities here, AI in terms of operation and maintenance of the network. There are some things that AI can do there to improve that. So I think if we kind of sum up AI's impact on the network, we're thinking about higher bandwidth, we're thinking about lower and deterministic latency, we're thinking about network slicing, and we're thinking about enhancing intelligent operation and maintenance. Well, I think that in the first instance, 50G PON has that greater capacity to deal with the increased traffic that AI can deliver. Of course, 50G PON giving you 5 times the capacity of the 10G PON technologies available. I think as well, latency comes into this. So the ability of 50G PON to provide deterministic and low latency, I think is important. This can help deal with the very stringent requirements of some kinds of AI applications. So things like quality inspection, production monitoring in industrial environments. I think as well that 50G PON and AI can go together because there's the opportunity to benefit with 50G PON from network slicing. So for instance, you might want to dedicate slices, let's say, for AI training and inference data. So that's an important aspect as well. And I think AI can also support some of the intelligent operation and management that there is within 50G PON. So I'm thinking here of things like automatic network fault notifications and things along those lines. So there's multiple areas where I think there's this synergy between AI and 50G PON. Well, I think in terms of initial adopters, you've certainly got high-end residential users as part of that. So these users might be amongst the first to use sort of new kinds of applications like naked eye 3D video. So that's one piece. I think SMEs could be amongst the first potential users here. So maybe SMEs that traditionally haven't subscribed to lease line offers or are not going to subscribe to those offers, but have increasingly high bandwidth requirements, for instance, for high definition video conferencing. That's another potential market for early adopters. And then I think industrial and enterprise clients across different verticals can be a target market as well. So one example might be the hotel sector, where, for instance, you might have a high volume of concurrent users on the network. Now, in terms of sort of potential coverage areas to start with, so I think in residential, you're sort of thinking about providing 10 gigabit symmetrical services to end users, but that should be done alongside providing that to the different rooms in the house. So that could be achieved by combining 10G to the home, but also within the home with FTTR. So that's one piece. I think SMEs and commercial users, and that could include in offices, but also in public areas like shopping malls. So again, there could be in those kind of locations a high concurrency of users, lots of users at the same time. The applications might be things like video surveillance, cloud office. So I think that's another sector. And then potentially as well, I think there are uses in industry and different verticals. So in industry, we're thinking about in sort of industrial environments for things like production monitoring, visual inspection. So that's one important area. But there are, I think, potential coverage scenarios across different verticals. It could be schools, it could be hospitals. So I think there are many areas there in terms of initial coverage of the technology. Well, I think that's a very interesting question, and I think very much that AI and 50G PON development can go hand in hand. So in the first instance, as we talked about, this wave of traffic and uptake of AI applications, that can be a driver for growth in 50G PON rollouts with the bandwidth and the latency and the network slicing that those networks can provide. But then once those 50G PON networks are in place, that additional network capacity can then serve as a bedrock for the development of ever more sophisticated AI applications that can make use of the full capability of the network. So that's kind of the two things working together. And there's also the element to which AI can enhance and work together with the intelligent management and operation of 50G PON networks, enhance that with the AI application. I think is another area where AI and 50G PON can work together hand in hand. Yes, I think the future is very promising here in terms of very high quality networks supporting an ever more sophisticated array of AI-driven services. And I think that can deliver benefits to society. So I think the AI services could be across multiple different areas. It could be entertainment, it could be healthcare. So things that can really deliver on improving the quality of life for citizens and consumers. I think as well there are opportunities here for SMEs. So with the high quality networks going together with AI, there are opportunities there for SMEs potentially to benefit from improved productivity and also opportunities to deliver improved services to their end customers. I think at the same time there are also opportunities here for multiple benefits across industry as well, again in terms of enhanced productivity and economic growth, more efficiency in the production process. So these are all important areas that I think hold promise and will deliver benefits in the future.